To set up Milestones in the Shuttleworth MIS, you will first of all need to load the 5.3 release. Once you have the release loaded, you then need to log in as administrator, open up the login user file and select the login usernames, open them up, click on the Modules tab, click on Add Remove and highlight to add the Milestone module. This will give them full permissions to all the Milestone files. If you want to set a login user to just view the Milestone information, the quickest way to do this would be to go to the Entity tab, filter for the Milestone file, open it up, click on the Users tab, click on Add Remove to add the View Only permission to the login users. Once you've done this and added the Milestone profile to your login, you'll be able to log out and back in under your login. What you'll then have is under all groups, you'll have access to the Milestone and Milestone profile files. If we go into the Milestone file first of all, there are 6 different types of Milestone Shuttleworth system. The first one I'm going to mention is a manual milestone. A manual milestone is updated on the job and is not linked to anything. If we have a look at some of the milestones that are linked, the first one that I'm going to show you is an event milestone. So if I open up this proofing event, we can set the name of the milestone, what it's linked to, and we can also set a default contact for the event and watch list if required. And we can also tick to show it on the job selector, and if you have productive, whether you want to send it through to productive, and if you have got productive, if it's a constraint. What you then need to do is go to the Event Types tab, click on Add Remove and send over the events to be included in the milestone. If we then have a look at an operation milestone, we have a look at the plates. As you can see here, it's linked to an operation type. The status method is the method by which the milestone is updated. So if you're making manual bookings or from data flow, do you want it to look at the status? If you have productive, do you want the status to come from productive? Or is it an estimated or quantity operation? In this case, we've got it linking through to the estimated versus actual quantity. We then have an option again to show it on the job selector, link it through to productive if required, and mark it as a job constraint. We can then go to the Master Operations tab, click on Add Remove and add in the operations to be linked in with the milestone. The next type of milestone that we're going to look at is material. If we open up the material milestone is linked to a material method which is purchased, stocked or both. If you're using stock, the milestone is updated normally on the issue of stock. There is an option you can tick to update the milestone on allocation if you prefer. We also then have the 3 options available for selection. The next type of milestone that we'll look at is a summary milestone. So here we have a summary of ready to print, and if we go to the Milestone Summary tab, we can then associate the milestones that need to be complete in order for the job to be ready for printing. And finally is the delivery milestone, which we have set up here, displayed on the job selector, and this uses the actual delivery details against the job. Once you've set up your milestones, if we then go into the milestone profile, you will need at least one profile. Here we've got a profile, we've marked it as active, we've given it a name, and it's our default profile. What we then need to do within the profile is add in the milestones that are applicable. So here we've got all our milestones in the order that we want to see them in the milestone view. You can have more than one profile, but the system only generates milestones for those operations that exist on the job. Now you have your milestones and your profile set up, please refer to the Using Milestones video.